Okay, today's video is about frogs, and normally in my videos, I run out of shit to talk about and I start babbling like a buffoon, but I don't think that's going to be happening today because I fuck with frogs and I have 3 pages of notes to talk about these little fuckers, okay? So, this is how this is going to go. You're going to sit your fat ass down, you're going to listen to me talk about frogs, and you're going to watch me play Roblox games centered around frogs. Right now, I'm playing one of those games where it's just like a map and you just like go look for stuff. Those are my favorite genre of Roblox games. I don't know why. I think it's because I have goblin brain and I like to collect things. If you hear crunching in the background, that is my bird. You're just gonna have to deal with that because I'm not putting her in the living room to record and I can't make her not eat, Okay, so the first frog fact is a group of frogs is called an army. So, like, you have a pack of wolves, a flock of geese, an army of frogs. That's, like, the scientific important people word. There exists a frog with no lungs. It breathes with its skin. Yeah, I think they all do that. I'm pretty sure I'm, like, out of breath already, bro. I need to, I don't know. I, start having a panic attack whenever I start recording, and I start, hyperventilating because I'm talking too fast. I need to, calm the fuck down. It's okay to breathe. You can breathe while you record your YouTube videos. Okay. The biggest frog is the Goliath tree frog. Weighs 7 pounds. That's fucking terrifying. My dog weighs 7 pounds, bro. There's frogs the size of... And, okay, so there's, cute frogs. There's the desert rain frog. And then there's, the Goliath rain frog. Motherfucker is ugly. It's hard to find fucking photos of it. Half of them are AI. But, so, normally I put the images in my video, and then I talk over the images. Today I'm talking and then I'm going to put images in as I talk about stuff because I feel like it'll be more natural and it makes more sense, and I was a big dumb idiot before. So, yeah, you might get a photo of a Goliath tree frog, you might not. Frogs were the first land animals with vocal cords back in the day when, everything was in the ocean and just, giant-ass millipedes were, the only animal. There are 7,000 species of frogs and toads. Brother, what? What the fuck? So that's pretty cool. So if this video, blows up, I fucking doubt it, dude. I doubt it. So if this video blows up, I can milk this shit forever. I can do a part 5, a part 6, a part 7. I could make my whole YouTube channel about frogs. 7,000 species of frogs and toad? I could just in-depth cover a different frog for every video. 7,000 videos, make my bag, and just disappear. I mean, that's not gonna happen, but it's a fun little thought. And then, so I made a list of the top swag frog breeds. We have the desert rain frog. They're cute. They have little ass cheeks. It looks like they got a frog BBL. Vietnamese mossy frog. Pretty swagger. It looks like moss. Who would have fucking thought? And it lives in Vietnam. Vietnamese. Venezuelan, I need to calm down. Take a breath. Vietnamese, no, okay, that's the wrong one. I'm reading the wrong one. Venezuelan pebble toad. They're very tiny and they're very polite, very demure. Purple frog. I'm gonna put images on the screen of purple frogs. I love these fuckers. They're so stupid, they're so silly. They're so skibbity, one might say. Malayan... Who the fuck is texting me? Malayan horned frog. They look like little warriors. They're pretty cool. Budget's frog? Budget's frog? I don't know how the fuck to say that, but I like these guys. These guys are all over TikTok. They're pretty cool. Waxy monkey tree frog. They're kind of ugly as fuck, but, the way they exist is really cool, and, what they do is super, super fun. Turtle frog. These fuckers look weird, and I love it, and they're endangered, and photos of them are super rare. Shovel-headed tree frog. These motherfuckers are ugly, and I did no research on them because it was boring. Chocolate frog, a very recently discovered species, so there's little research. I found, 2 photos of him. The rest, I looked up all my frog photos on Pinterest, and when I looked up chocolate frog, the rest were, chocolate bar frogs instead of the chocolate frog species, so... next is one of my favorite frog names, perhaps. The Titicaca frog. More commonly and colloquially known as the scrotum frog. Why? Well, I'm gonna assume there's a picture on the screen right now. Look at him. Look at him, bro. Look at his skin folds. So, they look like a scrotum. That's why they're called the scrotum frog. And they exist on one place in one lake, and it's Lake Titicaca. Who the fuck named that lake? What teenage boy was in charge of naming the lake? Lake Titicaca? Okay. So, I'm gonna flip my notes here. I should probably be cutting this part out so that it doesn't sound like an earthquake to the mic, but... we'll get there one day. One day I'll hire, I'm lazy, so one day I'll hire an editor and they'll edit out the note flipping. I'm simply too lazy for that. So now we're going to go into each... Okay, I needed a water break, so if there's a random cut in the audio, that's why. Deep breath. Okay, I start fucking freaking out when I record, bro, and it's especially bad today. So, okay. The first breed we're going to dive into is the purple frog. Commonly, or colloquially, or big dum-dums call it, the pig-nosed frog. It's found in India. It's very endangered. It's called a living fossil, so that motherfucker's old. That's what I call my mom sometimes, a living fossil. I'm pretty sure... I could be completely off base here, but a lot of these frogs, they, live underground, and they come up once a year to fuck, and then they just go back underground. So that's why a lot of the frogs that we don't have photos of, they're, I don't know, they're more like fucking worms. Yeah, very little is known. Okay, yeah, I do have that in my notes. So these frogs do come up once a year to fuck, and then they just go back down into, their burrows. Very little is known about them because, well, they're endangered because humans are garbage, and... Okay. They're endangered because, we're, expanding and, we're encroaching on their territory, essentially, and it's hard to do research on something that lives underground without, provoking it. The next frog... By the way, this Roblox map was one of my favorite Roblox maps. I liked it a lot. I liked the first map a lot as well, but this one, it's, very memeable, very good Roblox map. Anyway, the next breed of frog is the hold on. Okay. Okay, so... I gotta calm down. The next frog is the Vietnamese mossy frog. They're nocturnal. They got sticky little grippers. Is that still even a term? I don't know. They got sticky toes, guys. Their main defense is camouflage because they straight up look like living moss. If it was sitting in a patch of moss, you wouldn't be able to tell at all. They're endangered because of course they are. Bro, every animal on this list is endangered probably. That's just safe to assume. This Roblox, I'm gonna try and rate the Roblox maps a little bit. I did not fuck with this one. I got bored. Wait, no, okay, I'm thinking of a different video about a different animal, okay. No, I like this one. I like the feature where the crates dropped in the middle. It gave a nice break from the monotonous waiting of most Roblox Tycoon games. They were on theme as well. A lot of the Roblox games... I'll, look up an animal to play games about it, and then, the game just won't be about the animal. So, the next frog is the Titicaca frog. They're only found in Lake Titicaca. Is that gonna get me demonetized? They are the biggest fully aquatic frogs. So there are frogs that are bigger than them, but this frog lives only in water. Like, they don't fuck with land, and they're the biggest frog that doesn't fuck with land. Let's see. They're endangered, obviously. So they have all that extra skin, and they kind of look like an old Walmart bag in the ocean because they live at high, so Lake Titicaca is at a very high altitude. Okay, stop spinning, bitch, that's nauseating. Thank you. So, I need to stop trying to look at my iPad while I record the audio because I distract myself. So they live at a very high altitude. Lake Titicaca is at a very high altitude. So there's less oxygen in the water. So they need extra skin to absorb extra oxygen. And what's really cool is when they are getting low on oxygen and they can sense it, they start doing push-ups in the water so that more oxygen bubbles flow over their skin so they can, like, breathe. That's pretty cool. The turtle frog. I'm a yapper, bro. Like, I'm such a yapper, I gotta take deep breaths in between. The turtle frog lives in Australia. They're rare. They live underground. So, obviously, they're rare. They burrow 3 feet deep, which is pretty impressive, because these fuckers are tiny. Okay, I watched YouTube videos and TikToks and did a little bit of Googling to research for this video. So, I have this YouTube video that I watched that I really liked. The name of the video itself is Pink Creature from Down Under, and then the channel that the video's from is Brave Wilderness. Basically, he goes out and he's like Pokemon hunting for this frog, and he gets really excited. I really like the way the video is edited as well, so I recommend you go watch that because it's like 1,000 times better than my YouTube videos. So yeah, go look that shit up. It's a pretty good watch. Such a good watch. I forcibly made my dad watch it. Okay, where the fuck were we? Okay, they don't have a tadpole. These frogs, the turtle frog, do not have. They're like one of the only frogs that don't have a tadpole stage. They're just like born. They're just like born with their feet. Like, they're born with their feet and arms, and most frogs aren't. Alright, my bird's going crazy in her cage. Most frogs aren't born, like, they have to, like, grow their appendages, but, like, these frogs are kind of like human babies. Like, they're just small and then they get bigger. So that's cool. They lay huge eggs for their size. Like, the eggs they lay are, like, half their size. It's kind of like if a human woman gave birth to, like, a 14-year-old instead of a newborn, you know? Like, their eggs are massive. They can eat 400 termites at a time. A lot of these frogs, you hear how much they eat, and you're like, holy shit, they're big fat fucks, and it's like, yeah, my bird's chiming in. But, like, so they won't eat for, like, 2 weeks, and then they'll sit down and eat, like, 400 termites, and then they won't eat for 2 weeks. So, like, in the long run, it's not that much food. They just, they yo-yo diet, essentially. Yeah, so I'm gonna flip the page again. Here we go. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, so our last... What? What? What do you want? You want the next video to be on parrots? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, she nodded her head, yes. The next frog is desert rain frogs. They can't jump, which, I don't know, I feel like that's a frog's main fucking thing. I am entranced, okay? So, Leafy Street is the name of this YouTube channel, and this guy is like the pioneer of keeping desert rain frogs in captivity. The video I recommend you start with if you want to fall down the rabbit hole of desert rain frog keeping in captivity is I bought the illegal fat frogs. This is where he buys 3 frogs, like, off the internet, and he tries to keep... He explains it a lot better. Go watch it. It's, like, a million times better than like, the shit I make, okay? So I told myself I was gonna have a shit ton of, like, facts ready, but there's a good portion of the video left, and I'm out of notes, so I think instead of, yapping, I think I might insert some frog TikToks and just put music over the footage. Actually, no, okay, that's fucking stupid. I'm gonna cut the footage down. Okay, so this last Roblox map was definitely my favorite. I spent, my bird's getting very rowdy. So I spent like 4 hours on this Roblox map because I really liked it. I got like 220 out of 380 frogs. I could not be bothered with those last couple frogs. Yeah, so thank you for watching. You're probably gonna click off soon if you haven't yet, because I've run out of shit to talk about, and this is like typically where my videos get boring. I wanted to at least, I cut like 90% of the footage of this Roblox map out, but I wanted to, dude, I spent so long playing this shit, I had to put in some footage. My next YouTube video is either going to be about hippos, or it's going to be a Minecraft world tour, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to sign into my Microsoft on my iPad to show you my Minecraft, but, so, if my goober ass can figure out how to sign, like, into, if I am not a fucking idiot and I can figure out how to make the video will most likely be posted because I've been playing like 8 hours of Fortnite a day for like 4 weeks straight. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Make sure you wipe after you take a dump.